Testing, testing. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to the den. I am your host, Sir Ed Honcho. I hope you're all doing well this evening. It is my honor, it is my privilege, but more than anything, it is my pleasure to get to chop it up with you guys this evening. We got a lot of crazy stuff to watch. We got a lot of crazy things to discuss. And, you know how it goes. So, let's not waste any more time. Let's see who we got joining us this evening. Make sure you're following on all the proper social medias below so that you get properly, properly pistachioed or whatever it is. Oh, because I should connect the bot, right? Even though it's saying it's connected, it's not connected. So hold on one second. All right, so while the bot is doing whatever it does, I see Culture, aka the Don of the Discord, Jason. I'm my own cover band man, S. 17, the protege, future Jeopardy contestant. What the fuck? What the fuck, bro? Really? What the flippity flap? I just did like all this stuff. I don't know why I have to reset everything. Sometimes it does janky stuff. That's probably why I was tripping. Maybe it'll actually give you the pistachios this time. So the bot's connected. Everything else says it's connected. All right. Doodly 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 doo. All right. Where were we? Do. I see Miss Bell Northern style with Southern kids. The lovely Miss Sarah Lou joining us this evening. How are you doing this evening, ma'am? The lovely Miss Shonda Tony joining us this evening. How are you doing, ma'am? Heidi. Adam, what's the motherfucking deal? Michael joining us this evening. What's the motherfucking deal? Beyond funny. I'm just saying your name. I'm not allowed to be on comment section no more than the black women beyond comment section don't be liking me. They be calling me all kind of bad names. You know what I'm saying? They call me the R word. I ain't talking about racist. All you gotta do is alter a letter. You can figure that one out. All right, so let's go. Let's not waste any time. I got wokeness for you. I got violence for you. I don't even know if I can show this one because last time I showed someone with a baby in it, they just deleted the whole video. But I'm gonna do it anyway because I don't have any sense. So let us get to it. All right, so actually, I'm going to show y'all an old video, right? I'll show y'all an old video, and then apparently this person has followed up. This person's eyebrows really bother me, right? This is the stuff that nightmares are made of. But anyway, they followed up to some more shenaniganery about their statements. And I got a bunch of other videos that I don't know what's going on. I didn't watch them, so we're going to watch them together. Hopefully, no titties. So this is the original video that we did watch, and I'm going to bring back the new follow-up to see what we may have learned since then. There's always more learning involved.
Trying to film a response to this for like 45 minutes. This isn't something I have a lot of experience explaining, and it's definitely not something I'm trying to convince anybody of. It's a very personal belief that I have about myself. I've always been very spiritual, and a few years ago I started going to this pagan group and meeting people that call themselves witches, and I began to call myself a witch for a long time. And then I learned about different types of witches, specifically fairy witches or fae witches, and I really connected with that, so I called myself a fairy witch for a long time. And I had a sequence of experiences that would be like 100 videos worth of explanation. But those experiences made me realize that what I really wanted to identify as and what I really felt like was fae, or just a fairy. And again, like it's just a personal belief I have about myself. Trying to
Faye. My grandma's name Faye. I don't think she would be too keen on any of this. Anywho, so let's follow up with the new enlightenment. I'm telling you, these eyebrows are very frustrating. Very frustrating.
Hello, welcome to my gender identity video. First of all, I'm okay with any pronouns. I'm also cool with any terms of endearment. Angel, babe, sweetheart, prince, king, all of that. Great. Prince is my favorite. I was asked for my pronouns for the very first time in my life, probably like a couple of years ago when I was in Asheville, and I remember not really knowing what to say. I was like, oh, she, I guess. And then later, I would be like, oh, she or they, and I noticed that I really liked it whenever people were using gender-neutral language for me. And I think that's because I am feminine, right? And my life has been shaped by the fact that I present and am perceived as a woman, but gender is not a big part of my identity. Not to get too weird, but honestly, I don't really identify as human, so it's not a huge deal to me. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to talk about it. People have been asking, so. Hello.
So, like, if you don't identify as human, like, you don't get to, like, decide anything that, like, impacts humans, right? You see, what are these? Finger tattoos? Assuming. It's really stubby fingers. Nails. Looks like she's smoking a cigarette or a joint or some cigarettes and coffee or joints and coffee. It's a very interesting combination. The train was trying to shut her ass up. The train's like, bitch, you're not making no sense. You shut up. But it is what it is. Roman. It's your boy Roman. What's the motherfucking deal? Ain't time for your ass to go to school. What the hell are you doing? So yeah, well, apparently we didn't learn anything new other than she's still how evil that face. You guys, is that some like ICP shit going on under the eyes? Like she's been up for days on drugs, like the hard shit. All right, we're in the wokey woke pronoun. When I say the violence, I got a video that's kind of different. Do we have any gamers in here? If you're a gamer, drop a 1 in the chat. If you're not a gamer, just sit there. This next video is not for the gamers, but I got a video for gamers, and I want to know y'all's thoughts on that. But watch this next woke video right now. Heidi is a hater. Hater Heidi. Why do you hate so much?
Okay, so the idea of bi erasure and straight passing privilege came up within my last video, and I just want to expand on that. So a lot of people were saying that straight passing privilege isn't actually straight passing privilege, it's actually erasure. And I just want to tell you that both can exist at the same time. It's a part of bisexuality to be seen as the sexuality that you engage in within your relationship. So if you're engaging in a straight monogamous relationship, most people will assume that you're just straight. And generally, there is privilege in being seen as straight. You can be out with your partner and be comfortable. You don't have to worry about weird looks or maybe even getting hate crimed. I would call that straight passing privilege. But with that comes erasure. We are erased when we are seen as straight when engaging in LGBT spaces. And that's also very stressful. So just because straight passing privilege isn't always positive doesn't mean that it's not real.
You're not real. This is not real. This is the simulation. This is the Matrix. Fuck around and unplugging this bitch. Straight passing privilege. Like, people sit around in their room, probably by themselves, because they're lonely, and come up with these reasons as to why they're weird and why their life is offbeat. There you go, name right there, demonic Yanni. That's all you need to know, right? We're supposed to listen to you, but again, we see the colored hairs. Let me see something. Did I miss something?
Okay, so the idea.
No nose ring, but should be one. Looks like, I don't know. I don't know what a deviated septum looks like. If I did, I'd say that was one. I don't know. It's a little crooked to me. Everybody's been doing drugs. All these people on these videos have been doing hardcore drugs. Okay. Do, 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 do. Yeah, let's run through it. Let's get it. I don't know what this one is, but I think this is a pronoun too.
Story time.
Yep.
This has been my first year in preschool with a class of my own, teaching alongside another queer neurodivergent educator, and we have been rocking our twos class. We've been talking about gender and skin color and consent and empathy and our bodies and autonomy. It's been fabulous. But our teaching team is shifting and a new person is being onboarded, someone with many years of experience. So today at the lunch table, when the topic of gender and genitals came up, one of our students plainly looked up and said, "Well, I'm a girl today, but I know that teacher Co isn't. No, they're NB." And the look on the incoming teacher's face was priceless. She was shocked in a good way, and she just looked around at the two of us and said, "This class is incredible, and I am so impressed."
Cancel public school. Cancel public schools now. Cancel public schools now. They're teaching this shit in preschool. It's too late. It's too fucking late. And most parents are not even following up. You have fun at school today? Yeah, we had fun. When we learned colors. Not only talking about skin colors. We learned parts of our body and fucking arms and legs and things like talking to fucking kids, but that should be like some type of pedo shit. You should go to jail for that. You should literally go to jail for talking to children about things like that. That woman should be arrested. She is the capital P. Like, no teacher, unless it's like a sex ed class or some shit that you signed up for and were okay with, should be talking to your children about their privates. Like, back before all this woke shit, that's how you went to jail. That's how teachers went to jail. That was a quick, fast way to go to fucking jail. We have hidden fun camps. You know, when I get this land, I'm on a mission. I'm telling you, I'm dead serious. I'll be set up a couple of fun camps. Shelly, I'm not even gonna, whatever. I'm not even gonna get into it with you today. I'm just gonna let you make it. It was way worse than I thought it was gonna be. I'm kind of upset about that. Speaking of weird shit.
You know what? You're right. Babies don't choose their gender when they're born. Babies are babies, first of all. Second of all, sex and gender are two completely different things. Babies are assigned a sex at birth based on their genitalia. Gender is more of your concept of yourself. It's the way you innately identify and
Baby
feel.
does not agree.
Once my child is old enough, they'll tell me how they feel and what their preferred pronouns are, and I will respect that. You know what?
That baby don't want no part of that bullshit. That has to be a woman went man. There's no way that's a born dude, right? There's no way. I still have not watched the joke. I need to watch. I've been unplugged, right? Like, the only shit I watch is this, and I appreciate the love, Dan the man. Because this is what makes me not watch television anymore. This is what makes me not listen to music anymore. This stuff right here. The only music I listen to is Cali Muscle when I go to the gym, and it's great. it's so bad that it's great. Like, it's got to the point where I actually enjoy it. At first, it was like a joke, right? I was like, it's, whatever. All he's doing is talking about lifting weights and all this other shit. But it's way better than the bullshit that you hear on the radio, all this other fuck shit, right? And now I actually enjoy it. So I guess that's how it kind of works. But I'll probably watch the show, right? But I've just adopted some of these new weird little, I don't call them principles, but beliefs. And so I'm just being very cautious about things I watch. But yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of people who believe this. So this is why I say, like, the kids nowadays, I feel bad for them. Y'all ask why I don't want any little honchos. It's because they would have to grow up in this, probably beat these kids up. They have to do a lot of time for hate crimes. So just wait it out. See if there's anything on the other side. Get to the other side. If there's some new opportunities, then, not. It was fun while it lasted, right? Let's get this out of here. Poor child. Not bad for him. All right. I think we're sliding away from the wokeagery. We're going to talk about what's kind of happening overseas a little bit. But not quite yet. I got violence for y'all. And I got ridiculousness. So I think we got one of those January 6th guys here. Think check out how Dan is feeling today. Dan, how are you, Mr. Dan? I would like to know. That is actually a genuine concern. I know sometimes Mr. Dan gets fired up. But all right, well, cool. Well, I'm going to open up the line here in a bit. Definitely would like to hear from Mr. Dan. Let's run through these videos.
Hot take, January 6th is worse than 9/11. I know what you're saying. Sure, a lot more people died in 9/11. Sure, 9/11 is a way worse tragedy, but 9/11 was a foreign thing and not America's own people going against the government. So there you go. Hot take, January.
I mean, I'm not the biggest history buff, right? And I'm not condoning YT, so don't come take my channel from me because you're saying I'm a pro January 6th guy. I'm just saying, though, but like wasn't that kind of like the foundations this country built on? If the government ain't quite acting right, we kind of got some things in place to go kind of, go check on them, make sure everything's okay. I don't know, right? Maybe it wasn't handled in the most efficient or effective way. Maybe it was a little wanky. Maybe there's some lies being spread in the media, but I could be wrong about all of these things. This kid don't even know he was alive. 9/11 happened, so pimple face weirdo, you get out of here. We'll just say stuff. People say stuff to say stuff. This is why America's going down the shit. Like, is America past its prime? Like, are we past our prime? You think so? Yeah. Oh shit! It's Sean. Yeah, we gotta get the line up. Let me run through these real quick so we get the line up. We got Dan the Man. We had a Maria sighting yesterday. Sean. I'm telling you how the Den. We're gonna make the Den great again. If America's gonna go down the hole, at least we'll make the Den great again. I don't know what this lady's talking about. I think she's other than the thing. Well, no, she's not. Let's see what she's talking about.
Well, it finally happened. I was going down the highway and saw three cop cars pulling over one family, a minivan that had a couple of kids in it and a mom and dad. Dad was driving. They were asking Dad to get out of the car and come back to their car, and then they opened up the back of the van. I went around, got out of my car, and started filming. And as soon as I did, the cop looks at me and he goes, "Are you filming?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Ma'am, you don't need to film. We're letting this gentleman go." And I waited until they let that man get back in the car, and he went like this to me. I wasn't filming then. But this is what we have to do as white allies. When you see a black person being pulled over, stop, film. It's the only way we're going to start saving these people.
This is the funniest thing I've seen in 20, or where are we? Where are we? What is going on? I gotta start watching this shit before I fucking show. What? What the fuck? Did you ever know you were my hero? I don't really know the rest of the song. Something, something, I could fly higher than an eagle. If you were the wind beneath my wings. Bro, what the fuck? I be telling y'all niggas, y'all was out there burning, looting, rioting, and begging for these savers. I filmed them. God damn it, I filmed them. I filmed them just like they filmed that George Floyd. If I'd have been filming it, that wouldn't have happened. Get the fuck out of here, bro. This shit is ridiculous. This is what we got to start doing for these people. What kind of people? Those people. Whose people? Your people? What do you mean, your people? Anyway, let us move on. I'm having fun tonight. How about you guys? This is extremely entertaining. All right. I got violence, but I got a couple of humorous things. We're gonna lighten mood up. Then we're gonna get. Oh. Let me do this thing.
R-E-S-P-C. That's what I want from me. R-E-S-P-C-C. That's what I want. Respect. Yeah. Right.
The following scene may be considered graphic. Viewer discretion is advised. I just had to take a break because I don't know what the fuck in the Mario Goomba faced bullshit just happened, but I gotta bring it back for the people in the back.
R-E-S-P-C. That's what I want from
R-E-S-P-T?
R-E-S-P-C-C.
R-E-S-P-C-T. In the shrillest voice you could imagine. The worst misspell. I mean, the song literally spells it like, how do you...
What I want. Respect.
Not even, no idea what that. She's worse than me singing The Wind Beneath My Wings. Like, at least I told y'all I didn't know the song. I tried to make it sound good. She just butchered the fucking. That's what respect. That's what I'm trying to say. Respect. What in the fuck is happening? And you know what's worse? You know what's worse? The worst thing about all this, right? I don't know, I'm finna just mute because it's just hard on my ears. This, her friend, knowing she over here fucking it up, co-signing shit. See, this the shit I be telling you black women about your shit. Y'all will let one of your own get entangled in this tomfoolery and shenaniganery and just encourage the shit, knowing they look like goddamn fools. Y'all have no shame. As long as it ain't y'all will just egg the shit on. Your friend knows she looked like a goddamn fool. Knows she probably had it. Knows she knew she couldn't spell before she got close to that goddamn. I should have pulled her away from the shit. But instead, you fucking let her do it. Oh my goodness. This is terrible. Look at this. The rhythm off. Look like she having a seizure. She knows she fucked it up. Look, she embarrassing the motherfucker. Hey, I fucked that shit up, but it's all good. Let's move forward. Oh man, that's terrible. Terrible stuff. Don't worry. Kids are cute. You ain't got them doing weird shit.
No, don't do it! Stop! Stop!
You got your ass up out the pool and got the damn phone yourself. That's what she plotted right there. It's going down, man. She got that phone quick as shit out the water.
Get my phone.
Yeah. She got that baby doing slave labor. The baby has PTSD from slavery. I can say, fuck this shit. I won't stand for this shit. I got a few more little humorous things for you, and then we will get to the violence. Show you some very kind of sad stuff and some real offbeat shit. Like, I'm gonna show y'all the craziest thing I've seen all day. Y'all thought we'd watch some crazy stuff so far. Just wait. Yeah.
I ain't going. No way. Positive.
Yeah. I'll be telling y'all, niggas don't give a shit. Niggas will let you fall if you're. We'll not check on you to see if you're all right. They gonna get that laugh out first and be like, fuck it, you'll make it. She has not risen. She been down there the whole fucking time. Bloop. Terrible situation. All right. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. This one I don't know what it is, but I'll say that. So, you know, you got the kids out there practicing, working hard for, you know, summer to get ready to go back and play football. And, you know, a sign of a good receiver is a guy that keeps his eye on the ball.
Oh, he got jammed.
That shit out of bounds.
Oh, shit. Yeah, guys. Oh, he got jammed.
That shit out of bounds.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Niggas don't give a fuck. They will laugh at you and not give a fuck if you hurt. Terrible. This is PTSD right here. All right, hold on. I think that's all the comedy. I think everything else is violence. Let's go. I don't know what happened here, but let's check it out.
Over there?
Okay, so that's why you call it.
You know what? Fuck you recording me right now.
Okay.
Fuck you recording me and
Okay.
your dumb shit.
Appreciate you, love, Miss Shine. We miss you too.
Fuck
We'll open up the line in just a second.
Phone.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
I live here.
How long have you lived here?
It doesn't matter.
Like a fucking month?
Doesn't matter.
Get the fuck out of here.
Make me.
You know what? Bitches like you are the reason cell phones are a thing these days. Okay? Get the fuck out of here.
I don't have to do anything.
Bitch, I lived here for a year and a half. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not going anywhere, woman. What is wrong with you? I'm not going anywhere. I'm walking my dog. What is your problem? Karen? What is your problem? Come over here. I'll call the cops. I will call the cops. I will call the cops. Back it up. Back it up. I will call the cops. Someone better come get her. I'm not going to jail for this lady.
Get your
ass out of my fucking face.
Really?
What is wrong with you?
Listen.
What is wrong with you?
Really?
That's enough.
What is wrong with you? I wasn't doing anything. I'm walking my dog. I am walking my dog.
Get your fucking arm
I'm not going anywhere.
Nobody's on you. You need to go home.
over there.
Okay, so that's why.
What's the motherfucking deal? Appreciate the love, Miss Shasha. I don't know, that was a very weird exchange, right? Like, And she's a very friendly dog. The dog's owner's all aggressive dog does not give two shits. Oh man. So I thought that might be a little violence, but that's not. But this is definitely violence. All right, we got just a couple more to go, and like I said, I'm open up the line. We're gonna talk about what do you know, Joe, and Hope Solo. What makes niggas think they can beat cars, bro? And like, what are cars made of nowadays? How many videos have we seen motherfuckers get hit by a car and just walking off? Like, back in the day, you could hit one of them old 67 things. Shit, you finna get decapitated. Yeah, but see, like, she bashed her shit with some shit. That bitch run. You know, it's like, dog, it's always some shit. Whether it's more than 5, good luck staying alive. I'm telling you, bro, look, more than 3. I will not be. More than 3, you won't see me. Bro, I'm telling you, dog, like, it's crazy shenanigans. Keep your head on the swivel. That is, but you see what they all got? That's Broderick types right there. That's a spot where Broderick be selling barbecue. Oh my God. All right. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on here. I don't think I've seen this one.
He got to. Yeah. 18.
No, we're good. I think we'll see who got the upper hand here. Let's see what they're putting the shirt up shit. Not that weird shit. What's up?
I'm not fishing, bro. I gotta watch myself. I gotta watch myself. If you don't rumble, dog. Ready, bro? Right now. Why did he bite? He bite too, right? He bite too, right? He bite too, right? He bite too, right? Wow, you in front of the crib with all that. He bite too, right? He bite too, right? Where you going? Get him, why? Get him. Break him the fuck up.
This is a very awkward situation, right? Because the chick might be talking about he bite too. He bite. You keep saying he bite. Like, why are they a part of the thing? Something happened with this dude probably and this chick in the white. They might be related or some shit. This nigga here on some very weird. This nigga might be a little athlete or something. This nigga wearing his clothes very strangely. Definitely a size advantage there. That nigga didn't want no smoke. He going on get the gun. He gonna come back and shoot that nigga. He bite over there cosigning, just egging that shit on. I'm really curious as to the origins of this altercation, but he caught him with some solid ones. Back out of there. Let's see. No, it's not a white fight. No handshake. Uh-oh. Like a beauty store. Oh, shit. Oh, that's like a ring. Oh, shit.
Don't touch her. Let hair go. You keep holding it, trying to slap a nigga. Fuck your wing. Yo, mama. Fuck off. Oh my God.
That guy owns the store.
She went up on her. She came in here. Oh my God, y'all is crazy. You a whole nigga, you not about to do that shit. Flat out. Bitch, you slapping me. You should have came up in this bitch. Flat out.
Hold on, that's a man. A woman.
That's a girl. They all studs.
Don't tell Kay that you right his ass. She should have ran up on her. We in the beauty supply.
The Asian dude store.
White
They gonna go to jail.
man in here with a white tee. It don't cost for all this.
Gee, fuck that. Come on. We gotta go. The police.
No, I'm going to jail. Yeah, let me go to jail, bro. Let me go, bro. Come on. Go.
Look, they find me here. They find me.
Hey, let go.
Don't finish the shit.
Stop. The police here. The police. Y'all better get the fuck on. The police. Get up. The police here.
At the beauty supply store? At the fucking beauty supply store.
Come on.
I'm just holding my face like I'm getting video and shit. This bitch got on some bell bottoms.
Girl, you better put that shit out.
The police here. Y'all better hurry up. Listen to me. Then let's go. Let go.
Well, they trying to save this kid.
The police.
What in the fuck? I'm baffled, right? So there's two studs going at it. Them niggas are all associates with the stud. The other stud actually got a job. They and this motherfucker don't know what. I have no idea. Of course, the Asian people own the store. And they just like, what the fuck? He's mad. God damn it, you can't be doing this shit in here. LaQuisha, get your goddamn friends out of here. Terrible shit. Niggas gonna come to the rescue for bad behavior. Anywho, all right. So let me do the gamer thing real quick. I want to know y'all's thoughts on this, and then we're gonna talk about what's going on in Afghan. We're gonna talk about that, and then what Hope Solo said about the BLM kneeling, and then we're gonna open up the lines. So let me make this quick. If you're a gamer, I need to know your thoughts on this situation. If you agree, drop a 1. If you disagree, drop a 0.
All video games need easy modes. I'm gonna explain. But first, if you're one of those, you're not a real gamer if you play games on easy mode people, you can scoot right along there, buster. Cause listen, I love video games. I'm also very bad at video games. But I am a big kid with a big kid job and responsibilities like car payments, and I don't have time to be good at video games. Side note, we are not hating on people that make video games a priority. If being good at video games is one of your priorities, what an excellent way to spend your downtime. I am flabbergasted by your skills. It's just not one of my priorities. I have many skills in this life, but beating Hollow Knight mini bosses is not one of them. I don't want a challenge. Life is hard enough. I want a cool interactive story. And what happens is I get frustrated on a fight I can't beat, and I end up giving up, and I lose out on so much cool story. Video game creators, this is my plea to you. / on with the story. Easy modes, please. Thank you.
Yeah. I just gave the most insightful meaning of life ever of all time. You guys missed it. I don't even have it in me to repeat it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I don't even remember that level. I've beaten everything I played on Hitman. Which one are you talking about? I don't even remember what level. I don't even remember the pool party. I got like 2 levels left. I need to finish it because I like Hitman. But Hitman, you're supposed to play it like a different way every time. Outdoor pool party? I still don't remember that one. Anyway, it seems like we have a few different views on that. Broderick plays everything on easy mode. He cooks his ribs on easy mode. All right, so this is what's happening, all right? So we know Joey B pulled the troops out of Afghanistan. I think a lot of people in Afghanistan are very upset. People who were, I'm assuming, allies to America. and they're now fearful of their lives. The Taliban, Lily, have taken over everything, and they're saying, "Hey, we're not hurting anybody. We're just kicking it, right? We're just kicking it." And that's it. So here's a couple of things. This happened actually. This was a video I had yesterday. I think people protesting at the White House, but I want y'all to hear or see these next two things because it's really wild. First, this one.
The Western community, nobody is raising their voices today. Where is your mainstream media? You are here to talk about COVID-19 and the lives that is dying here from something that a man made it in China or wherever they did it, but yet something that is happening that you are directly involved in it for the past 20 years. Let me remind you, since the President Reagan, since the 80s, when Taliban were invited here in America, they were taken to Mount Rushmore, and they were all over the place. They were given all five-star hotels and everything, the best treatment. What happened now? What happened, Joe Biden? It was not so long ago. You took that oath. Today, you are betraying that oath that you took. What happened? We, the people, what happened? Is Afghans not people? Are we dead corpse out there? What happened? Operation Enduring Freedom. Operation Iraqi. You lost your sons. Are you not taking responsibility for that? What happened over there? You were there, sent your troops, and now you're pulling it out to let every single one of them die again? What happened? I was part of Operation Enduring Freedom. I was there in the front line. We were fighting. What happened? Americans died. Afghans died. Hey, let me tell you this. Not every American, the Western community.
So, sure, you can say that people are not happy. This is a scene from one of the airports, I believe, earlier today. People are trying to flee the country in droves. People are fearing for their lives. People who were allies to America. The president also exposed some people in a tweet yesterday, but we'll get to that here, hopefully, in just a moment. But this is the craziest thing of all. This is that news network that people love so much, right?
They're just chanting death to America, but they seem friendly at the same time. It's utterly bizarre. At the president, they're just chanting death to America, but they seem friendly at the same time. It's utterly bizarre. At the president.
Now watch the guy behind her. I guess I would give that the Punjabi. But look at how he's looking at her as she's talking.
They're just chanting death to America, but they seem friendly at the same time. It's utterly bizarre. At the president, they're just chanting death to America, but they seem friendly at the same time. It's utterly bizarre.
You're utterly bizarre. So here we are. And I'll make it quick because I want to open up the lines. I know y'all want to call in. I do want to talk to y'all. Stop taking 2 hours of talking. And I'll put the number on the screen here in just a second. Megan Rapinoe, super wokety woke, Black Lives Matter, trans inclusion, whatever shit she was pushing, take a knee, set us free. We lost in the Olympics. Anyway, Hope Solo came out. I always thought Hope Solo had a very interesting name, right? Hope Solo, you got I'm your only hope. Anyway, basically said that they got bullied. That she was basically bullying people into doing this shit. That there was diverse opinions, and she seems like she may be on the other end of not wanting to take a knee. But basically was going around bullying people into taking knees for whatever reason. Again, because it's the most attention Megan Rapinoe's ever gotten in her life. right? And so she has to capitalize on that. Now she wants to be a Victoria's Secret model. Now I want to throw up even thinking about that. Anyway, got a couple other things to show y'all real quick. Just a couple of pictures real quick, just so y'all can kind of know what's going on here. Oh wait, that's not the right picture. My bad. That was a complete ignore this. Ignore this. It's a complete accident. I did not mean to show that at all. That was an accident. Please just ignore this picture. All right, there we go. Says, you remember say you don't have to worry about my tweets when I'm president? Now you have an accidental oopsie, you know, because you got to show a photo op of Joe Biden. And really, he's just trying to figure out how to work the Zoom meeting. He's not in there doing anything. Like, he's just like, oh, the people talking on the screen is computer generated? Are these real people? So there's that. Well, I still got the sauce stuff on there. I fucking forgot to update it from my other thing. X that out. Ain't nobody tell me I had the sauce shit on there. So you can play as fuck up. Boop, 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 boop. Do 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 do. All right. So yeah, an accidental oopsie put some people in a bad position, right? And this has nothing to do with anything, but I just got to throw this out there real quick because I know you people care so much. Count me out, right? Count me the fuck out. Do not include me. I'm all right. I will sit this one out. I do not want to be included in your little weird flag shit. Like, basically, we just want to throw everything but white folks on here, right? And so that way we can all feel like we got some kind of POC weird, POC LGBTI and E equals MC squared, some weird shit going on. Anywho, with that being said, let me flip the script over here. Let me put the, I think is this one. All right, cool. Let's get on this one. And the number, let me make sure I put the number right here for those of you who want the number. You drop that in the chat for y'all. And it's the Canadian flag, Heidi. So act like you know. Oh, let me actually make sure I get on the right line because last time I was on the wrong line. 832-694-1337. 832-694-1-DEN.
Stone women to death.
Bandana. Oh, appreciate the love. Let me bring that back just in case y'all may or may not have caught that. It's always good to hear. Let's take this call real quick, though. We got a call coming. I'm going to bring that back in just a second. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening?
Man, it's your boy Roman.
Roman Reigns. How are you this evening, sir?
I'm doing good, Honcho. How you doing, man?
Life is good, sir. Every day above ground is a great day.
That's great. That's great, man. Before I even talk, man, it's good to hear from the den, man. I know I've been missing. I've been MIA. I've been taken by the federal government. I know I'm missing, but I'm back.
That's terrible. That's a terrible thing. I hope that they didn't lock you in a cage and make you do things against your will. But it's good to hear from you. What's on your mind this evening? What kind of emergency you got going on over there? What's on your mind there, Mr. Roman?
Man, I got to talk about Afghanistan stuff, man. That's the number one thing. So I'm looking at my phone and, I go on Twitter here and there, and I just see, them Amber reports, bro. Biden needs to resign and something needs to happen. I've been up and down with the news. I ain't going to even much lie to you, Honcho. Paying attention, but I've been focusing about, I'm about to go my last year of school. I'm getting these colleges going. I'm doing other things, And then when I start really, getting more back into the research, man, I learned that Taliban took back over. And now they controlling all of Afghanistan. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Honcho. You're really starting to see politicians agree on something. Because let me tell you something, everybody turned against Joe. Joe was a man by himself. I'm saying you, look at the Democrats right now. Look at the Democratic caucus. They even got tweets right now. They saying some people in Joe's team, they outraged. They're pissed off. But look at a lot of people, they're pissed off. Even just as left-leaning Democrats, they're mad. The hella conservative Republicans, they're pissed off. It's just Joe's a man of his own right now. And I'm not the biggest on Joe, but I'm going to be 100% honest with you, man. I think it's the right decision. And I wish those people the best, everybody in Afghanistan, the women, the men, the children. But, Honcho, we've been in a war for 20 years. Okay, Honcho, what was our main goal of going to Afghanistan? It was to get Osama bin Laden, right? For 9/11. Osama bin Laden has been dead, what they say, since 2011, right?
Yes.
Okay, after that, okay, let's go get Al-Qaeda. There are less than 100 to about 400 at the most, Al-Qaedans, the Al-Qaeda groups that relatate in Afghanistan. And even that report is old, right? Then it gets to a point to where, why are we there? And a lot of times we're there for Afghanistan's natural resources. The money's game. It's the oil. It's the resources, the gold. It's the stuff that they have. And we haven't done nothing. The U.S. government has trained over 350,000. I could be wrong about the number. It's in the 300,000 range. Afghanistan soldiers and police. From what I've read, there are only about 75 to 80,000 Taliban members that came in to infiltrate Afghanistan. Also, it gets to a point, if you cannot protect your country, if you cannot lead as a leader, as a president or prime minister, whoever he is, as your country, it's nothing we can do. You let 75,000 Taliban members come in and take your country and wipe you out. I'm sorry. That's nothing America can do. We've after the total has gone in, Honcho, do you know America would spend $3.6 trillion in Afghanistan and Iraq? I'm telling you, this is the longest modern day war. Now, it's not longer than the 100 Years' War and different other wars that lasted a lot, but in modern times, it's the longest war. We've been in this war since George Bush was president. No one we got into the war anyway, but we got in. We got what we wanted, which was Osama bin Laden, and we've been lingering in there ever since. Obama promised he was going to get out in 2012, failed. Trump said he was going to do it. He got a couple troops out, but he didn't get everybody out. And it's about time. I didn't care if a Democrat or Republican got us out. I think it's right. And even though right now the political scale and the military-industrial complex is pissed off at Joe Biden, I'm going to tell you one thing. Joe Biden's numbers has went down in every category. He's went down in Corona right now because of the variant. He's went down when it comes to immigration. He's went down when it came to the economy. He's went down in basically every category. He is right now at 538, if I read, he's at 50%. In his honeymoon period when he got elected president, he's at 63%. He's went down way hard. So his honeymoon period is done. But the only thing he's went up in is when it comes to the situation in Iraq. He has went up. Because you know why, Honcho? Americans do not like war. They do not like war. We have never liked war. That's why the Vietnam War was so disliked. That's why Gerald Ford's numbers after the Vietnam War ended, his numbers also went up when it came to Vietnam. So what I'm telling you is basically, I thought it was the right decision. And I might not agree with Joe on a lot of things, but when it comes to getting us out, it's about time. It had to happen eventually.
Okay. So what do you feel like happens at this point? You know, because he was advised, he was told that, hey, you know, special intelligence agencies and all that said, hey, you know, this is what's going to happen if you do this, right? And then he gave a speech around, I want to say, like July 8th, somewhere like that. It might have been July 8th, might have been more recent. But he basically said, you know, that's not going to happen. No, they didn't say that. You know, when he was being questioned about it, I think I actually may have the video somewhere. And he said, no, it's not going to happen. That's not true and all this stuff. And then all of these things happen and take place. How does that make him look?
I mean, it doesn't make him look good because it makes him look like a liar. But, I mean, what's the difference when it comes to, you know, politicians? It's basically he's being forced to do something that the American people already was heavily favored for, was to get out of the wars.
No, I see being favored and all those things, but I mean, taking all those things, but doesn't it make him look incompetent? Wouldn't you think? I mean, as much as, you know, even if people are in favor of it, but you're saying one thing, the exact opposite happens, which is not the first time that this has happened. But
No.
and so doesn't it make him look out of touch? Maybe he's uninformed. I mean, you know, what do you think? I mean, just for his image, so not necessarily what's taking place in Afghanistan, but how is it going to look for him in the long run?
Well, I'm gonna say this. I mean, I think he was when I've been talking about his legacy and all that. I don't know because that's up to how the people are going to judge that. But when it comes to the insiders and to the politicians, and when it comes to the special interests that Joe and the different politicians serve under, oh yeah, it's bad. Because the thing is, war is profitable. Like COVID-19 is profitable. It makes a lot of money for these companies and special interests, and the military-industrial complex makes bank. Okay, it makes bank off of bombing, making new weapons, sending soldiers to these different areas. And when it comes to how he's going to be looked for those people and how he's going to look for the insiders, awful. But when it comes to the American people, I mean, I think a lot of people will criticize him for kind of going against. But also, I mean, I think a lot of people are just going to be happy that we finally got out because it was an unpopular war anyway, you know. Okay. And I think if the war has lasted so long, the thing is, like I say, for years, you've always been credited, and the most popular presidents have always been the president. I'm not saying that he's going to be one of the most popular presidents of all time. But one thing, popular presidents have always went up when they're able to handle a crisis or war. You know, this is why FDR is so beloved. He helped in him and Harry Truman. They helped in and put an end to World War II. You know, Woodrow Wilson, how he handled World War One. You know, it's different. How you handle a crisis, how, of course, Abraham Lincoln handled the war. When you handle a crisis and a war, you always be more respected for ending a war or how, you know, you get peace out of it. And, yeah, I think he's not going to look favored for other things. But for this, I do think, I would say this. I could be wrong. But do not be shocked if his numbers go up when it comes to war and all that.
Yep. I don't know. I think there's, you know, most of the things he's got going on. I think, well, you know, personally, I'm already biased, so I'm not even going to go down that road. But, okay, that's a very interesting perspective.
I got to see you.
What's up? What you got?
How do you see the Democrats handling in 2022 for the midterms and 2024 for the election? Do you think they can hold on to both the House and the Senate? And do you think they can be reelected, or do you think it's going to be some problems?
I wouldn't be surprised if they maintain. And that's not what I would like, but I wouldn't be surprised. And the reason not because of anything else other than I think Republicans have an issue with reaching out and expanding to, I won't say other bases, but to bringing people in. You know, you have to kind of, we live in a day and age of well, I mean, everything's marketing. I just think they have trouble reaching out to other groups, right? And so The Democrats have done an excellent job of painting them one way, and they have not done a very good job of altering that. And, you know, you can try to put Tim Scott at the forefront and everything, but niggas hate Tim Scott. So that's not going to work for you, you know, and we've seen all the rhetoric behind that. So it's like the Republicans have to get a little bit more crafty. They have to really figure out a way of recreating their image, especially in a new day and age. And unless they're able to do that, I think that that they won't be successful. And exactly the world we're living in that's getting softer and softer. Yes, more more and more people are gonna go the soft route, because you saw people sitting there crying and say, "I don't care if my prices go up, and I don't care if this happens and that happens, as long as Trump's not tweeting mean stuff anymore." Like, and now everything's fucking sky high and through the roof, you know. But I'm getting paid more, even though the money's not worth a fuck. I'm getting paid more though, you know. It's like, so this is where we are, you know. Can't expect people to act logically. Democrats are good at tapping into people's emotions, and if you can tap into somebody's emotions, you can sell them anything, and that's what they're excellent at doing. So,
I mean, I'll say this though. One thing that the Democrats are struggling for is the economy, and that's one thing Trump was always pretty high on it. And the number one issue that Americans care about is the economy. Over COVID, over race relations, over all of the, even over healthcare, it's the economy. And when you struggle in that issue, that's not looking good for, especially the midterms. I think they're going to lose the Senate. They barely got a majority in the Senate. I think they'll retain the House. And when it comes to elections, it's who the Republicans run on. Because right now, the Republicans, as weak as the Democrats are, the Republicans are too. I mean, the Republicans haven't gave substantial plans on what they're trying to do. I mean, a lot of times I see Republicans that kind of running off the woke, and woke media is the problem, and one thing people care about, you know, left or right, they care about issues and how am I helping my family and the causes I believe in. And that's one thing right now, the Republicans being the minority party needs to, you know, get in, because what the Republicans believe in when it comes to the culture war, it's not popular. So you can't play the culture game. The Democrats are going to win it. They're going to win it every minute. And they don't get no real policy, especially the Republicans don't get the middle class back that they lost in the 2020 election. I don't see them going. So I don't know. That's something we got to wait to see. Wait to see who they elect, because Trump is getting older by the day. But there's a lot of people that are younger, fresher, and have a lot of ideas like Trump. Do you run with him? Do you run with somebody younger? Somebody that can still keep his ideals in a younger fashion that can last longer in politics? I don't know. There's a lot of questions. I just want to bet your opinion on that.
Yeah, like I said, I think that the left has the media and social media basically on lock, and the majority of Americans are, you know, they dictate their decisions by, you know, what the people in the box say to them. You know, and then we have enough people. I mean, you can just see during this pandemic how many people are saying ridiculous things, encouraging ridiculous behaviors, and how people are just going along and following like sheep, you know, without thinking for themselves. So all they got to do is say, hey, well, if you don't, and I mean, they're still doing it, because even Biden even alleged to, part of this is Trump's fault still. But like, all you got to do is say, hey, this is the second coming of Trump, and everybody's going to be like, no, we can't do it. And they're going to, you know, rally up and try to shut it down. So
it also matters in 2024 how big that anti-Trump settlement is going to still be. Are people still going to be anti-Trump when it comes to the middle class? That's the only reason they got Arizona and Georgia and places like the Rust Belt. Will that still be as prevalent as it was in 2020? Because
I think so, because I mean they still, I mean, that's still all like a lot of these channels still have to talk. Trump gave a letter and he's gave a speech somewhere, and you know, he's not in power anymore, right? You saw them saying people who believe Trump can be reelected or brought back in power, these are terror threats. Like, so they're trying to scare it out of people. They're still trying to push all this shit. You know, they're still going to refer to the January 6th picnic and all that other stuff, and make it seem like, you know, it was just, you know, it's all Trump and this is what's going to happen again to you. And again, like I say, most of these people are pushing, like you said, people don't want war. people are afraid of conflict. The majority of people are afraid of having a conflict individual to individual. You know what I mean? So if they think that there's going to be a larger conflict coming, or even a group conflict of any kind, they're going to try to avoid that in any way possible. So, and then like I say, you're going to have a younger, every year, you know, you got younger voting base coming in, and they're already washed. They already got them hook, line, and sinker. They got them dancing on TikTok and doing all that other bullshit. So they're not thinking for themselves very much. So I don't know. I'm concerned, but I just don't think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be a long time.
Clearly, one of the most unpopular vice presidents in recent years, which is, I mean, she ain't doing nothing. She ain't doing shit. Still, that's not good when possibly she's going to take over Joe in the next 4 years. But I don't know, man. I don't want to talk too long, man. But man, it's good talking to you, Honcho, and everybody.
Absolutely.
When I got time, I'm gonna be here, man.
Yeah, we will look more from hearing from you, and, you know, hope that you are doing everything you need to do to excel in school and to, you know, like I say, take advantage of every opportunity that is in front of you now. You know? So you got a lot going on, man. Make sure you take advantage of it.
Man, thank you, Honcho. I'm just trying to get it through, and I'm trying to be, I don't know, on an island somewhere. Trying to be on an island with a jet ski in the back.
Oh, what did you think about that White House intern?
You know what? I'm be honest with you. This is me not paying attention. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Cooper, you know, the White House brought him in to, I guess, get more on tap with young people and convince more people that you know, you need to get that jab and things like that. That individual. Yes.
I know what you're talking.
Do you feel that people related with that?
No. It comes off as and forced. I mean, Joe's humor, and Joe just the look. He's an old guy, and then like Joe doesn't have young person charisma. Like he's not a person young people looking at. Oh, Joe's funny. Joe has charisma. He can really carry the country. I mean, people vote for Joe. Joe's like the old grandpa that, I don't know, that some people like, some people. And it's just really, he doesn't relate to young people. I mean, you can hate on Obama, but Obama had, he had charm, he had charisma, and that's the reason he got elected. That's why he always did very well with young voters. You know, Joe's older than Obama, so that ain't gonna work because people who vote anyway is old anyway. Have you seen the numbers Joe got for young Black Americans?
No.
Horrible. So yeah.
Okay. I'm just curious about that. All right. Well, thank you for sharing your thoughts, Mr. Roman, and I appreciate you calling in.
Man, anytime, Honcho. Talk to you later, man.
All right. You have a good one.
You too.
All right. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the den?
Oh, whoo! Oh God, it's damn, bro.
Taliban down. What's the motherfucking deal, man?
Y'all brought up Cooper, the quote unquote intern for the White House, and man, I think that dude was on drugs, bro. I watched that video again earlier today when I got back from the gym, and like he was all sweaty and shit. And we did it, Joe, and like this is where we're at, bro. Like, look, you gay people, y'all need to corral y'all people y'all put in the front lines, because these people, this is where we're at, bro. So that's all I gotta say, bro. Look, he's all sweaty and shit. Like this nigga's on Molly, bro, and he's in the fucking White House. Well, just like Hunter, so not surprised. There you go.
There you go.
Fuck me, dude. Oh man, Heidi on some other shit, bro. What's up, Heidi? Oh, but anyway, man, look, bro. I mean, oh God. So on the Afghanistan debacle,
yes.
History repeats itself. Literally, in I think 1974 or 5, when we withdrew from Vietnam after the Viet Cong whooped our ass, essentially guerrilla warfare. You can't. It's a home field advantage, man. And there's an Afghan proverb. I think it goes like this. They have the clocks, but we have the time. Each time is on our side. And that's essentially what happened. Yeah. And literally, the fall of Saigon, you see the embassy and the planes flying on the embassy in Vietnam. I'm sorry, in Vietnam, Saigon. Fall of Saigon, fall of Kabul. And VC never beat us in battle. Well, they did one hell of a stalemate, my G. I guess that's how that goes. So, yeah, so basically the same juxtaposition, the same, oh, they did surrender in 1973. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Heidi. Well, I guess I was wrong. But it's still the same thing about the withdrawing of it in just such a hurried manner and leaving all the weapons and the vehicles behind and all this shit. And the Taliban immediately came back and and conquered all these vehicles. They got drones now. So expect that to come up in the near future.
Oh, man.
You know. I don't know what to say. And what has happened under Trump? Possibly. I think they took Trump more seriously.
Yeah.
You know, we had no problem nuking not nuking, but blowing the motherfucker's face off. But with Biden, like literally a month before, and I've seen the videos of General White Rage Milley,
oh my God,
and then Biden saying that we don't expect this to happen, blah 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 blah. This won't be another Saigon. Okay, well, here we are now. And so a part of me is laughing, like. You know, part of this is just it's sad because I've already heard of them rallying up some of those U.S. allied translators and local leaders and executing them and their families. That's already been happening. You know, I mean, but you can't blame this on Trump. You're the president now, my dude. We did it, Joe. Well, now you gotta own that shit, my G. This is your problem now. You extended the withdrawal date. You wanted to make it some symbolic 9/11 thing. So get ready for next 9/11 coming up. I mean, I'm paranoid at this point, bro. I'm just waiting for some more shit to pop up, bro. A false flag or an actual terror attack, and then be importing a bunch of people, a bunch of refugees from this war-torn country into our country. Let's go. Yeah, I'm about to see what Europe's been going through. Blowing up pop concerts and bridge attacks and fucking shooting up goddamn cartoonists. Oh God. Okay. I mean, it's kind of sad too, because when I was at the hospital my last year in the Navy, I met a 19, 20-year-old Marine, a young female. She had her leg blown off. It was in Afghanistan, and it's just sad to think that that's all that went on for nothing. I mean, the military-industrial complex got the money out of it, I'm sure. And then the whole thing, we came in, we got what we wanted over there. That motherfucker was in Pakistan. Osama bin Laden, supposedly he's dead. They did a quick burial at sea. No body for anyone to see, which I find that hilarious because when Saddam Hussein was executed, they were riding that dude's dead body throughout town and shit. Niggas had it on Twitter and shit, YouTube videos and all this other shit. Ugh. But there's no body in him. Okay. Maybe I'm just paranoid. But once again, conspiracy theories are facts in the future. I mean, I don't know. Dude. But I mean, it's sad. But Biden has to own this. This is his problem now. You know, we did it, Joe. Yeah. And then you have a little faggot ass intern running around and shit. Okay, have fun.
Yeah,
have fun, man. Yeah, and I said it. Yeah, I said that word. Yeah, I said it. Okay. Yeah.
As consolation.
That's all I got right now, man.
Well, so Mr. Roman called in. He said that ultimately he believes this is going to work in Joe's favor in the long run. But how do you feel about that?
Who knows, man? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, so the possibility is that company to get. I think he's already going to send in some more troops to, I guess, go with the peaceful transition. I think I heard something about 7,000 more troops. I could be wrong. He gets to say fuck all that shit, and who knows? I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I have no clue what's going on. I don't know. I woke up today and saw shit was popping off. I was looking at the memes, dude. Memes, man. The fucking memes, bro. So I saw a video of my G of like so when they went to the U.S. Embassy and ran that shit over. They had put in the gym and shit, getting gains and shit. I said, amazing.
What?
Amazing.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Stop, bro. Oh my God.
Their form was terrible, bro. That's terrible form. They're gonna sprain something. I'm concerned for their well-being. You know, they have to stress.
That's the only way we can beat them. You have to sprain all that shit. No, that's terrible. Them motherfuckers in there getting swole gonna be a bunch of. They're gonna come out looking like, what was that dude they used to call the Hulk or whatever? He used to be out there fucking wearing motherfuckers out. That's terrible.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is so I don't feel bad. I just keep laughing, bro. That's all I can do right now. Is keep fucking laughing. I see why. All it takes is one bad day. That's what and the Joker, like his backstory, no matter what it is, just took one bad day for him to lose his fucking mind and become a psychopath. One bad day. That's it. I mean, mine's happened over and over, so I'm already there. I mean, you know. I just have to keep employed to pay the bills, and then that's basically it. I'm not having kids. I'm not getting married. I'm not bringing anyone into this chaos. Y'all have fun, bro.
Man,
oh my God.
It's a wild world we're living in right now, man.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you heard the part where we were talking about Miss Rapinoe was basically bullying the other many of the other U.S. women's soccer players into taking a knee. Could you believe such an allegation to be true?
Of course. Shelly Red Pill, Shelly, I'm about black pill, my G. Like, you know, I'm like maybe the black and red pill, the purple pill. I don't know. Actually, no, that might be the pills that Cooper was taking before he was in the White House. All on some that nigga weird, bro. That nigga iffy, bro. Excuse my language, but I call it what it is. I'm not surprised about that because if you're so virtuous, then you don't need to flex on people to get your point across. You don't need to do that. You should just speak your claims, this, and this, and most people agree with you. And if they don't agree with you, then it is what it is. That's fine. You shouldn't have to be all threatening people and doing all this stupid shit. You have to be busy focusing in on talking points and social justice. Y'all didn't win any medals or won bronze. I remember back in the 96 Olympics, what was that one called? Carrie Strug? She had a perfect routine on a fucking sprained ankle or some shit.
Something like that.
Shit. Remember that?
That's when they cared
that's
about
flexing.
it. That's when they gave a damn about you know, being Olympic champions. Now it's just about what glory they can get. Same with old gal who made a big scene and then ended up getting 11 out of 12. Like, seems like you should have been more worried about your form than, you know, anything else. But I guess, you know, hey, it is what it is.
I'm still tripping on the one chick twerking. I was like, you are at the World Olympics, and then you want to twerk, and I just, you know what? Okay, black woman, y'all need to get her. Get your black woman, get your woman.
That's
get
all
her.
they know how to do, man.
Get her.
It's sad. It's very sad. It's an act of rebellion, as Lizzo said.
I didn't watch that Lizzo shit. I ain't watching them twats, whatever the fuck they call it nowadays. I didn't watch none of that shit. That is so unimportant to me. I don't bother with that shit. I assume somebody roasted her ass on Twitter for whatever the fuck she said. Well, welcome to free speech. Enjoy a well laugh, and it is what it is. Liz was twerking in the yard. No, I ain't watching that shit. I saw her twerking at that Lakers game or whatever. I almost lost my goddamn lunch.
Oh man, it's the yard was that was worse than the Lakers game. So yeah, it was just uncalled for. Just no reason to do such a thing.
Oh Lord, where are we at, man? Where are we at, man?
Man, this is the downfall. This is the end of Western civilization as we know. We're just slowly leaking out, and you know, just wait to see what happens next. That's all we got.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna respond to Shelley's comment. Red pill today, men saying they won't marry or spend money on dates. Well, why should they? You know, it seems like more often than not, a lot of men, if they get married, it's just eventually it's a fucking 50-50 in America. And of course, it's going to side with the woman most of the time, even if she was unfaithful. And then when it comes to kids, shit, you done. You done more often than not, they're going to give the kids to the woman, even if she's fucked up. So why bother?
Yep.
Why bother?
Or they got them with all this other weird shit they got going on.
Oh, Broderick, how you doing, sir? Oh man, I just don't know what to say anymore.
I mean,
I don't know.
Like I say, it's sad. I'm actually, I don't know. Well, I got a question. So, do you feel like America? I asked this earlier. Do you think America is past its prime?
Woo. Yeah, I do. I think there are certain moments where we could have went back to some sort of previous ideals, focus on our values and focus on family. But I think that day died a little while ago. And right now we're just watching the and I would say planned the slow but steady destruction of this society. And we're not the only ones. We're not the only ones. There's a few other countries who are in line. And maybe we had this coming. I'm sure a lot of people agree. But I would say one thing, they're in this country too. So guess what? Y'all gonna feel it too. So I mean, hope you're ready. Hope you got your guns. Hope you got your farm ready. Whatever survival method you have ready, I hope you have it ready. Because it might come sooner than later. But it seems one day it's gonna come.
I think it's gonna be sooner. And it's gonna get ugly.
This is Blackville.
See, Broderick, you don't get to call for votes, Broderick. You've exhausted all your votability. We gave you 4 votes, and they were not successful. So you don't get to call for any more votes, Broderick. Your voting days are done. All right. I think you low key voted for Biden too. So
How are you gonna vote on my laugh, Broderick? I mean, interrupt you, Hunter. How you vote on a man's laugh? How you vote on my body? My body, my choice. Well, the first thing, John, first thing I'm doing, if the purge comes, I'm hiding to the library because niggas are going to the library. Niggas don't read. So I'm going to the library, for starters. And I'm acquiring a Glock, probably Glock 19. Let's see, some beef jerky. And let's see what else. I don't know, a tent. I don't know. There's somewhere to hide. I don't know. Shit, that's it. Just have my gun, have some food, and I'm going to the library. And I'm going to fuck them in the library. I hope not. That's all I'm doing. Well, that's all I got, Hunter. I don't want to keep the line up. It's been about 14 minutes. That's all I got tonight, man. But yeah, as a veteran, my honest feelings are I won't say bittersweet because bittersweet means we saw it coming, but some people saw it coming. Some people in Defense Department saw it coming. But from my understanding, they were ignored. So maybe this is planned. Maybe this is planned to lead to something else. Because these people, well, some of them are stupid, but some aren't. I don't know. It's sad because I've met veterans of that war with shit missing, eyeballs missing. It's fucking sad that all that was for nothing. We got Osama bin Laden. He was in Pakistan. But the opium dens, not opium dens, the opium fields, the valuable minerals, all that shit. I mean, they should have admitted that up front. Hey, look, we robbing y'all shit. We know that Osama Obama motherfucker ain't in that country. So we just gonna rob your shit anyway. And then we go in Iraq because that nigga tried to kill my father, bro. Remember that?
He tried to kill my father. Yeah, that's.
Let me come and see y'all, son. That's all I got, man. Oh, John, thank you. I appreciate that, sir. I mean, what can you do? I assisted in Iraq, but my biggest theater of action was Syria and Operation Inherent Resolve. We dropped 6,000 bombs, not just our carrier, but a bunch of that whole strike force, and that shit was torturous, especially on the flight deck, which where I spent 7 months. It was interesting, but I mean, it's just that day is dead to me now. I did my part. I'm home, and just we're just gonna observe the rest of this chaos and see where it ends up. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it should be entertaining to say the least.
It's King George. Hey, facts, bro. Yeah, I rather serve them rocks, bro. You right, bro. That's all I gotta say, bro. I wish y'all good night, man. And Broderick, I'm gonna laugh how I laugh. We ain't voting on shit, B. All right?
Say
Fuck
word,
that.
son. All right, man.
Oh, man, y'all be safe, man.
Oh, you too, Dan, man. I appreciate you calling in, sir. Yeah, look, Broderick in here trying to make demands and shit like he got say so in it. You know what I'm saying? He got some, you know. All right, what's the motherfucker deal we got calling into the den this evening?
Hey, it's your boy Josh again, man.
Hello, Josh. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
What's on your mind this evening, Josh?
I'm just like, well, I mean, a certain someone got elected, and then, you know, shit just went worse and worse. So it's a sad state of affairs.
Who are you talking about, Kamala?
Yeah, her, Biden, the whole thing is just, I don't know.
So do you think America's past its prime?
Yeah, we've been past my prime way before I was born now, and I don't think it's gonna be in America longer when I'm gone. Probably, I might see it go away. I don't know.
So, at this point, what do you plan to do? If you don't seem to be very high on America's chances for opportunity and regaining its status among the free world, what are your plans?
I'm just gonna live life until I can't no more. So, I mean, that's all you can do.
Do you think that there will be war on American grounds before you clock out?
There might, because I guess we might get attacked, and you know, someone might turn the defense system off, and I think that's how it happens. Because I do admit, America has a great defense system, but you know, the way things get hacked, I mean, I don't know.
Okay. So, of all the things that have been going on, what is the most concerning to you, sir?
I guess this situation has to take the cake, because it's not the overwhelming gas prices, it's not the overwhelming inflation, it's not. I guess the vaccine could be a close second, because that can affect your life too. But I guess Taliban taking over a country. I mean, so what they gonna do now? They gotta bring troops back. Then how long are they're gonna stay? Then when they leave, the same shit gonna happen again. So like, do you let them just take over? I mean, do you let them run rampant? That's what's gonna happen. And God forbid if they get a hold of code and defense systems and they hack it. I mean, we out of there.
So, I just had to quit. Damn it, slip my mind. It was something I asked earlier, and I want to make sure I asked you also. Damn it. That quickly. Reading height is terrible, terrible statements.
Or it'll come back to you. Don't worry.
Terrible, terrible situation. I cannot remember what I was going to say. 86 the prime. 84 was the greatest year ever. Okay. So you said you think things are out of control. You think you just kind of got to let them run rampant. Oh, how do you think this decision will weigh on Joe Biden's legacy?
I mean, it'll be a big one, because any president that has took office has been sworn to protect, sworn to protect the United States, foreign and domestic. So this is a big deal if it gets out of hand. And as far as presidencies, like, you're always known for global affairs, and I guess to be in terrorism because for Obama it was killing Osama bin Laden. That was his, I guess, stick there. So really foreign policy and really military is really a big deal, because it's protection. That's your number one priority as president, in my opinion. So
do you think that Biden will see his full term?
with himself, I really don't know. You probably get IVs every day. I mean, with his health.
Why do you think that?
I mean, just with old age. I mean, how many people his age you see running a country? I mean, any country. You just don't see it.
Do you think he's really making the decisions, or do you think somebody else is making the decisions for him?
I mean, anytime you're in that presidential position, you don't really do anything by yourself. Yeah, people make those decisions for you. I mean, you're the head man, you're the face, but you know, people in that position come together and they make they do what's best as a group. So.
Okay. So do you have any other thoughts on things that we've watched, discussed tonight, or anything that's going on in the world?
Yeah, my thing is this: like, can you imagine if like Trump had like a Twitter or a TikTok right now?
It would be the greatest follow on the internet. I wish he did. I wish he had all the socials, right? Didn't he try to make his own thing? I don't know. If he did, I might need to go check it out. But he's been dropping statements and things here and there. But I would love it. I would be highly entertained if he did.
And I guess what Trump is turning into, he's turning into pretty much Thanos. I don't know if you watched that movie.
Yes, but I rooted for Thanos through both movies, and I was sad at the conclusion.
And I believe Trump is taking the Thanos role because it was a whole lot of I hate Trump, I want his kids to die, I want him to go away. Now it's a whole lot of the same people saying, I miss Trump, I miss his account, I miss his tweets. I'm like, well, y'all like reported him and got him up out of Twitter, now y'all asking for him back anyway.
The crazy thing that I've seen a lot of lately is there were, I was told that black women sealed the deal for Joe Biden. Black women saved the election. It was black women that got Joe Biden elected. However those numbers work, but whatever. Now, I have been seeing lots of black women, at least in the Twitter sphere, who have been recanting that, saying, like, I really regret voting for, I mean, a lot of niggas too, but a lot of black women, more so probably than black men, saying that I regret voting for Joe Biden. Why do you think that is?
I mean, I guess what parents say all the time, experience is the best teacher. Sometimes, shit gotta happen, unfortunately, so that people can see all the time. Sometimes, because I guess even with Trump, I didn't really like some of the stuff that he did, but you're not gonna like that with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing he always did was he always kept it real, always kept what's going on, and hey, he made it fun a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, you don't know if he's dead or alive. Every other month, some crazy shit happening. It's Libya all over again. I don't know.
All right.
It's amazing. Libya and Benghazi happened under Obama's watch, and now we got another. Man, anyway, can't do this. History do repeat itself.
All right. So you say that there is, you said that there's a lot of things, there's some things that you might not have liked about Trump. Are there some things that you do like about Biden?
Something I do like about Biden, I guess, God damn, it's hard. Yeah. I mean, the stimulus check, maybe?
Was that really his? Like he's like, I'm gonna give y'all this much, and then like he took part of it. Was like he took I think you gotta give Trump credit for that, because he's like, I'm just gonna give you the rest of what Trump gave you, and then that'll be it. Like, how does that work? No, how does that?
Yeah,
work?
I'm not saying he came up with it. I'm just saying, like, you told me to name one thing positive.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm not saying he came up with it, or came up with the idea.
That is crazy. Speaking of Sean King, Delta Echo Golf, have y'all seen that Sean King has released a new clothing line called A Real One? If that's not irony, I don't know what is.
Man, that's a who cares. I'm not sure anybody's even buying it.
Man, I guarantee.
Like, liberals don't even like him anyway.
Yeah, that nigga Sean King is the greatest grifter of all time. Give that man his flowers while he's here. It's very unfortunate. Okay. Any other thoughts you have there, Mr. Josh?
No, I'm good, man. I'm just gonna focus on living life, man. Cause I don't know, man.
How's school going for you?
It's going good. Finally about to graduate finally because UH wants to increase tuition, make it harder, and decrease grants and shit. So I guess in a year, less than a year, I'll be finally graduated finally. So.
And then what is your degree going to be in?
It's information systems, like computer information systems, really. Yeah.
Okay, that works. As long as you're not getting a degree in underwater basket weaving, I have no complaints.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Don't go for one of them traditional NICRA degrees. No, that's what's up. That's what's up, Josh. Well, hopefully everything works out smoothly for you. Have you gotten your jab yet?
Have I got my what yet?
Your jab.
What? So what do you mean by that? I don't, yeah,
the poke,
my bad.
The poke, the snake bite, the vax.
Oh, vax. Oh, no.
When are you gonna get it?
I guess later. I'm just trying to. What I've been doing, I've been trying to research it, trying to see, okay, which one's the best one really, because I honestly think that the vaccine is like rushed and not done yet. That's why people have to take multiple vaccines for it to be effective, because I don't think it's really that effective. And I've been proven right, unfortunately, but when you make a vaccine that quick and vaccine takes years to make, that's what's going to happen. So.
Okay. I mean, you can just get it now and then get the boosters. I mean, just get a couple of them. Get the whole collection. It's like collecting Pokemon. Just, got to get them all. I'm just fucking with you, Josh. But that's a bet, Mr. Josh. Well, I appreciate you calling in, sir, and sharing your thoughts with us this evening. It's good to hear from you.
Yeah, but one more thing, though. Right. When you was at UH, I know you barely went to class, but what was your major in?
Well, you don't need a fucking degree to get in entrepreneurship, but when you're not thinking, it is what it is. So yeah.
Now, but it wasn't stupid, because again, like at that point in time, yeah. But if you're trying to do it now, then of course
you acting like that was the Stone Age, nigga. There was honestly, yeah, I should have been the king of video streaming. I was streaming videos way back in the U of H days. I had hit videos back then. I didn't know that YouTube was what it was. If I'd have been smarter then, who knows? I probably would have been I'd have been an old YouTuber. Y'all be like, wait, remember that guy, Honcho, that used to come on here and say all that crazy stuff? Where is he now? And I'd be like, beside some trash can, lost all my money, digging out the dumpster. Get away from me. Get that camera off me. Where are they now type shit? Yeah, so.
You're right about that, man, because like when Instagram first popped out, I was like the developers with it. I was doing child praise. I was doing all kinds of stuff to the point where celebrities now was hitting me up years ago to do stuff for them, and I should have kept them on.
See, I just didn't know. See, you fucking up. That's what's happening. So yeah, shame on you.
I know.
All right, Mr. Josh, man, that's a bet. I appreciate you calling in, sir.
All right, man.
All right, you have a good night. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling into the den this evening?
Oh, wow. This is Sean. I've been playing Russian roulette all night.
The lady, the myth, the legend, Miss Sean.
How? The veteran of the den.
Yes. How have you been?
Y'all. I miss you. I miss everybody. Belle. I listened to Roman. I love my little Roman. He's out there. He's so smart. I love to hear his little updates, and then I finally got that. But I got so much to say. I don't even know where to start. I was trying to get in on another show, and wow, what were they talking about then? I think they were, gosh, I can't even remember what the topic was, but it was a hot topic, that was for sure. But I'm just gonna try to stay on topic. Afghanistan.
First off, before you get into stuff, tell us how you have been, because it has been a while. And like I said, I've had lots of info ask me, when the last time I heard from. So tell me how you've been.
I've been just surviving of the fittest. It's been, I think I'm no different than everybody else. It's just been topsy-turvy. You know, I'm back on my farm with this Delta, this COVID. See, I'm very, I tell people I'm COVID crazy. In other words, I'm very hypersensitive to, messages, to science. I believe in, precautions and it's kind of difficult to go in your daily life. You got the maskers versus the unmaskers. You got people taking things serious and not taking it serious. And I take it very serious. And I sit back, and all this time, I actually let my guards down a while. It was like a year and a half. And I just kind of got to feeling comfortable. And it's like, here comes this Delta. And, I just don't know what the world is bringing to us right now. But my instinct is to just protect yourself. It's a lot of misinformation out here. It's information that is correct and incorrect, but it's so mixed to the point where there's like massive confusion. So that's when you have to kind of really pull to your instincts. So I'm going on, and when you have to pull into your instincts, you're basically in survival mode. And I think that's where we all are. So right now I'm trying to protect myself, protect my family, and I'm just trying to be alive. To live another day, live another century, hopefully, and to continue to contribute to hopefully a positive society. But I tell you, I'm very disappointed. I've never in my life felt so disappointed.
Why do you say that?
There's so many things going wrong, and I've always felt hopeful, motivated, but the signs ain't good. They ain't good. So now I'm on survival mode right now. I've been moving into getting more into a survivalist mode, and I mean that seriously. I mean, like, preserving my water, trying to be able to protect myself. My son is in martial arts. I'm in self-defense. I am heavily positive in the Second Amendment. I'm just trying to hold down my fort. I have no idea what's coming. And that's where I'm at, Honcho. And I don't want to be here, but I have to be here because it ain't looking too good. And I want to be optimistic, but it ain't looking too good. And then back on the topic. So that's me. I'm in survival mode. And I thank God that I have the wherewithal to do that, because not everybody does. So I'm prepping. I'm a prepper. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm prepping. And I'm not in the city. I'm in the woods. I don't even have internet. If it wasn't for the cell phone, I wouldn't have anything. I'm in a stack. I look at the trees, and the trees look at me. The trees have eyes. And I love the trees. And I'm, understanding nature, understanding the woods, understanding landscape, understanding trees, plants. I know what to eat in the woods. I'm trying to live kind of off the grid a bit.
Okay.
And that's kind of what I do. But I'm also highly, I stay in tune to the world, probably more so than anybody else, internationally and locally. So that's where I want to get to. The other topic, boy, I had so much to say, but I don't want to get off topic. You guys are talking about Afghanistan. I mean, I can talk about so many current events, but here's how I feel about Afghanistan. I don't think that we should feel, I know there's a lot of emotions attached to Afghanistan because we've had a lot of soldiers really commit pretty much a quarter of their lives. Not only commit their lives, but actually lose their lives. I think there was another caller who said he had a veteran military, they lost, I don't know, lost legs, limbs to sacrifice. Okay? Now, when I see this and what went down with this overthrow of the government, I got like 3 takes on it.
Okay.
I don't feel no way. Because at the end of the day, we've got to understand these people have been prepped, they have been privied, and they have been left ammunition, guns, drones, and everything else. And don't think that that was by accident or that was some mistake on our behalf. That was left with the intention for these people to fight. These people, after all of this time and the $2 trillion, the astronomical amount of money that we invested, not just dollars, but invested lives, soldiers' lives, time away from their families. And when the rubber met the road, they basically folded their tent and did nothing. So I started to think about that in a sinister and suspect way. So what were you doing all of these years? I believe that America got punked. So basically, you sucked us dry with all the money, all the protection, and the minute where there was already a plea agreement, let's get it clear, that agreement was put forth by Trump, not Biden. It was already in place. Biden just executed it. But I think he made a mistake. He shouldn't have executed it as it stands or as it stood. He should have reevaluated the plan. He should have modified it and added a few things to it so they wouldn't be able to take over as quickly. Now, I'm not the president, but I would have taken that same deal and I would have negotiated a new deal. And I would have put preventions and measures in place where they couldn't do what they did. But back to America got punked because we gave them everything. And don't think that we are suckers because like we just left equipment. Normally in any type of military operation, when you withdraw, you blow up your intel. You blow up everything that somebody can potentially use against you.
Hi there.
But we didn't do that because we fully intended for these people to fight. These people just It was like, I mean, oh my God. So I don't blame anybody but the Afghans. And that's my position. How the hell somebody going to be here protecting you for 20 years, give you all the ammo, you got Humvees, you got drones. That wasn't put there just because we were stupid. That was put there so you could protect yourself from the enemy. And you didn't do it. So I don't feel any kind of remorse. I don't feel anything. I don't feel guilty. You're not going to bash me as an American. I am an American. We did the right damn thing. Okay? So we can't sit up here and police the goddamn world. And once we get there to police and to get control, in other words, if you don't want to defend yourself, I damn sure ain't going to be sending my family in there to defend you. It's supposed to be, if we going down, we going down together. You know how it was when we was young. You get the school fight at 3 o'clock. You got your boys or your girls with you. If they your girls or if they your boys, everybody going down. Ain't that right, Honcho?
Yeah, that's how it happened.
But that's not how that went down. So we got to look at this differently. And it's looking bad. I'm really not blaming Biden and I'm not blaming Trump. Trump already had the plan to do the same shit. Biden just executed it. But he should have really looked that over. I do give him a little bit of blame. He should have been a little bit more careful and he should say, look, wait a minute. Before we really pull up out of here, either you all gonna have a truce with one another or we're going to make it clear that, look, we rolling, but if you pull some shit, we're going to be on your ass. But he just rolled out in the middle of the night. So that was his Biden's mistake. But at the end of the day, we didn't have no business there no more because we had already did all we can do. Come on, you give somebody your energy and your time for 20 years, you give them the weapons, you know the enemy, and you sit there and you don't goddamn fight, and it don't take somebody 2 or 3 days to take your ass over, and we've been there 20 years?
Yeah.
No, I'm not taking that L as an American. And I want people to look at it from that perspective. We are not taking that L. We did everything. Money, time, 20 years, sacrificed our families. And it was so easy for the Taliban. I think the casualties was less than 10 people. Meanwhile, simultaneously, we got a natural disaster, a 7.2 earthquake in Haiti that killed almost 2,000 people versus this Taliban takeover that's killed less than 7. It was a friendly takeover. It wasn't even a fight. That tells me I wasted my time as an American and my $2 trillion or $1 trillion. I wasted my damn time. And I gave up blood from my country for somebody who wouldn't even fight for themselves. So if you're not going to fight for yourself, I'll be damned if I'm going to send my family to fight for you.
Excellent.
And then it was almost like apropos. Look at the symbolism of them walking into the Capitol when they took the Capitol. That was also symbolism how they tried to go on January 6th to come into our Capitol. But that ain't nothing but the kangaroo crew. We know them white folks. White folks just out here posing. They ain't serious. But it still is serious. But they literally, now, I think this is another lesson. I believe that they looked at that when we had the Shama or the Shema, I don't know that guy, the big grandmaster up in the Capitol. Washington, D.C. looking like a damn, something coming out the damn wood. Now, look at the Taliban, how they took over the Capitol. They said it was almost like an equal type of scenario. And I believe they took that January 6th incident and it motivated them. It emboldened them. Oh, we see what they did. They almost took it over the capital of the United States. We're going to take over the capital of Afghanistan. If you look at it side by side, it's almost the same thing. That's why that kind of behavior is dangerous. Because I believe they fed off of that. And it emboldened them. But then you had a lot of people, these Afghans, to me, it's suspect. Because ain't no way in hell that you're going to take all of my cities all the way down to my capital. And I don't even shoot one goddamn gun. To me, I almost feel like they're in cahoots. They was already with the Taliban in the first place. All they was doing was punking us. That's why I say America was punked. Getting our money and everything else. So I don't have no sympathy for them. And I don't feel as if, I think it's a mistake on our behalf, but I don't feel no ways weak. I don't feel nowhere as weak. In other words, I feel like I'm leaving a disgruntled woman or something. If I was a man, I don't feel nothing because I feel I done been with you 20 years. If I was a man, if I was with a woman, I see it the same way. I done dealt with you 20 years, I done built you a house and did all these things for you, all these wonderful things for you, and you still out here acting a fool and acting wilding and acting raggedy. I don't feel nothing. I'm divorced. I want a divorce. That doesn't have anything to do with my strength. Only thing it has to do, yeah, I loved you, I tried to take care of you, but you raggedy. You raggedy. It's time for me to go. That's how I feel about Afghanistan. You proved yourself. I've been there. America has been there 20 years. Put blood and families on the line. And you can't even raise one gun and shoot one bullet to defend your own self when we left you with everything to defend yourself and defend your children and your women. So if you don't care nothing about your women and children, why should we sacrifice our women and children when you don't even care about your own? See, America got to stay out of other people's business. And that's how I feel. And it may be emotional for people, but if you sit back and think of it in that perspective, don't be emotional. We did everything we could. We do not have time to deal with that. We've got COVID. We've got so much problems here. We've got racial tensions. We've got freaking COVID. We've got 100,000 illegal immigrants coming across the border every month. We've got massive unemployment. We've got everybody facing eviction. We do not need I don't know how many millions of dollars per day. Well, it's $10 million a day just housing the immigrants. People don't know that we're paying for to put them in hotels. Okay? We do not need to be having our troops and sacrificing our families to a bunch of folks who don't even want to fight for themselves. And that's my position on tonight's topic with Afghanistan. But there's so many other things we haven't talked in so long. We've got, I don't even know. You may have to ask me a question. But okay, I think earlier it was something else you were talking. Were we talking about? Okay, this whole homosexual thing. that's getting way out of control. Okay? And the kids, I think you played a few videos on that.
Yes.
Here's what I got to say about that. Ain't no way in hell a 6-year-old through 12-year-old, probably all the way up to, I would say, 13 or 14, has any type of maturity in their brains and mind to say whether or not they want to be a boy, a girl, a pronoun. I mean, now it's pronouns. Last time me and you talked, it was just gay, straight, trans.
Yeah.
Now we into the pronoun thing. I mean, it's just getting out of control. And I am not going to be upset at anyone who goes against that, because I have a fundamentally, you are going to respect me just like I respect you. You ain't special. Okay? So, you're not going to twist this thing. It's gotten to the point where, I mean, is it like bad to be heterosexual? Is it like a dirty word?
Yes, but that's what they're making it seem like.
But we've got to push against that. And so what I tell them, I go just as hard in the opposite direction. You are going to respect me as a heterosexual just like I'm going to respect you as a pronoun. Period. You can't, there's no way that you can refute that. How can you demand me to respect you based on what you want me to call you in the alphabet or pronouns, something that ain't even in the damn dictionary? And you cannot equally respect me as who I am. I will never go for it in my entire life. And nobody else should.
But
it's all about equality.
But you're starting to see waves and waves of these people doing it, though. Why do you think that people are jumping on board with this new belief so rapidly?
Well, because I believe that they're confused. I believe that they're in a state of shock. And I believe that they're in like this phase of like, what are you talking about? And they don't want to offend people. The majority of people are not out to offend gay people. Come on, man. I've lived my life. I'm 53 years old. I've been around gay. I've been around and I travel. Okay, I've been to different countries. People ain't out here trying to hate on gay people. I think about it. Everybody, think about in your individual life. Who do you know in your individual life is waking up in the morning like, I'm going to go and just offend a gay person? We don't mess with them. We know them. We see them. We identify them. If you can detect them. Not everybody is good at detecting them, but I'm good at detecting them. They call it, you got to have a gaydar. You got to understand. See, I have a good gaydar. Women have that. Men don't. That's why they get caught up. And then next thing you know, you sleeping with a man that you think is a woman, then you want to turn around and kill him. And then that's a problem. That's a problem because your gaydar ain't up. You got to get your gaydar up so you can understand. But, you know, it's just, it's a power grab. It's a political grab. And I'm going to be, you know, there is issues with people towards homosexuality. But I know in my life, I can only speak for myself. It's around, but we have never mistreated homosexuals. We've never treated them differently. Nothing. I mean, I don't know where the hell all this shit is coming from, but it's being pushed. What I believe is that you've got a lot of powerful closet homosexuals, and what they're doing is they're trying to get themselves in power to make themselves more normalized, because I'm talking high up. And so if you can normalize it with the normal social people, then they can feel more comfortable coming out themselves. So I think it's a highly political type of issue, because you got a bunch of homosexuals out here that's sitting up in the closet, and they just need to normalize it enough so they can come out and feel comfortable. But what they're doing is they're overdoing it. I mean, it's like you're doing too much. So, okay, if you want to play this game, I see how it's going. I'll play the goddamn game. So you want to play this game with me, I'll turn around. You can wake up and be any goddamn thing. Tomorrow I'll wake up, I'm a white girl. The next day I'm gonna wake up, I'm a trans. The next day I'm wake up, I'm a boy. And then the next day I'm gonna wake up and I'm a pronoun. I'm a it. So we can play that game.
That's what
and all I'm gonna do, cause a bunch of bullshit. That's all it is. But we gonna play the game. We're gonna learn to play. Cause tomorrow, I ain't gonna be Sean. My name gonna be it. So I know how to play the goddamn game. So I'm gonna get up there and I get out here in whatever situation I'm in, because it's all about how you identify. We gotta stop being so goddamn emotional. How you identify. Okay. You want to play this game? If I want to get out of a case or whatever, I'm a transsexual today. I'm a it. I'm a he. I woke up a boy. Now, I woke up a boy, so now I got to charge you with a homosexual hate crime, because the way I fucking woke up. And if you a man, you better keep your goddamn wig in the car. Police pull you over, throw your wig on. I'm a trans. You see where this shit is going?
Yeah.
This shit is getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We got to learn how to play crazy games. We dealing with crazy people. You got to learn how to play them crazy games. I play real crazy with your ass. You pull me over, don't call me. My name ain't Sean. My name is it. I throw a wig on. I don't know. I may have to even put. Look, what do them lesbians do? They put the little dildos and things. What they call them things?
The strap on.
Yeah, baby. I have to put one of them in my motherfucking trunk. I'll be anything you want me to motherfucking be here. Because it's the kind of games they playing out here. I would have all the shit in my trunk.
You got to be prepared. You got to keep your
I'll
sack
be
of
prepared,
tools.
baby. I'm going to be prepared. But this is how ridiculous it's getting. Because guess what? I don't know if I'm going to wake. I don't know which way I'm going to wake up. I may wake up and be this. I may wake up and be that. This is how ridiculous it's getting. But you must respect. What do you identify with? So who are you to tell me what I identify with? Don't dictate, don't shove nothing down my throat. Just like I'm not shoving nothing down your throat. And that's how I feel about that. Point blank, period. As long as there's no disrespect, there's no violence towards that person, then it's a non-issue to me. Why are we dealing with people's bedroom habits?
Yes.
Do you know how ridiculous that is? That's what you do in your bedroom. That doesn't have anything to do with when I'm on my job and I'm trying to execute what I need to do on my job. That does not have anything to do with what's going on in your bedroom.
They feel like it should be on Front Street.
You say again?
I say, but they feel like this information should be put on Front Street.
Well, this is what we've got to stop. And we've got to push back on it. I'm sorry. We've got a right to push back on it just like they're pushing it on us. So we got to unravel our panties in a bunch. And we got to start pushing back. Because why? Well, come on, think about it. You're going to shove this down my throat when this has absolutely nothing to do with day-to-day activities on the job or whatever. This is some shit that has to do with your bedroom. And you got a few people who are hateful. We got to get rid of the hate because we can't hate on them and be abusive. Now, that part has to stop. But on mainstream, like I said, it's just me. I don't know. Other people can state their case. I don't know anybody that's out here hating on gay folks. Nobody. I mean, it's not even an issue. But what I do know is a lot of people out here hating on black folks. I can document that.
Who's hating on black folks today?
Oh, man. Everybody. We just had there was a video out here where, well, there's so many videos. And you showed a couple of videos, too, them crazy fight videos. Okay, that's another thing on topic. Okay, those videos, first of all, that kind of stuff is, like, completely embarrassing. I don't even, the stuff that we're facing today, the last thing we need to be doing is getting in fights in nail salons over, I don't know, nail polish and shit. I mean, whatever it is, it just seems so petty. I couldn't really catch the videos, but it just seemed like the same old petty shit that's totally uncalled for. And it's all about, you know, these people are just depressed. They have nothing else to have any kind of esteem over other than, you know, engaging in that type of behavior. And I just can't even really explain it. I have to be maybe a doctor. But anybody who thinks that shit is cute and who glorifies it is sick. Because it's stupid, it's unproductive, it's not cute, it's not appealing, and I just don't understand the point. It's self-destructive on top of that. But, you know, different streaks for different freaks. But that is a major problem. I hate to see those kind of videos. Because we're, you know, overall, we're dealing with a serious situation with this COVID. I mean, we can literally all be dead. I don't even know if this shit is like, actually, I think they're saying it's a man-made, it's a biological weapon. They got out of hand. So it's a biological weapon that got out unexpectedly, or maybe it was expected. We need some population control going on here. There's groups that saying there's too many people on the earth. We need to cull them. We cull means C-U-L-L. That means get rid of. That's a farmer's term. We need to get rid of some people. It's too many people. They're already saying they're predicting a water shortage. These people already know this stuff well in advance than your average thinking person. So if they're predicting a water shortage, there's not enough water. What do you need to do? You need to get rid of people. too many people. We can't give them, we can't quench their thirst. So that is science. It's already being predicted. I think they said in Colorado, look at all the big lakes. So if there's not enough water for everybody, then we got a couple people, some people are going to have to die off. Then we've got a big money problem in the United States. Most of the people that are dying are older. They're collecting Social Security. That's the government payout. More people die, the less Social Security they have to pay. You got to think deeply about what's going on here. This is serious. It's really serious. That's why I say I'm in survival mode. And if you all know any better, you better get yourself into survival mode too. Because that water shortage, that water is going to be like oil in the next 2 to 5 years. They're already predicting the shortage. The climate change is already getting hotter. You got to think about it. We got this pandemic out of control. Everybody, okay, the pandemic is just the stupidest thing. Why are we still suffering with this Delta? Didn't we learn our fucking lesson? Wait, we've been through this shit for a year and a half. Just think about it. We've been through this. So when you go through things, aren't you supposed to, when you know better, you do better? Haven't you heard of that?
That's how it's supposed to be.
Why are we right back at ground zero? Because they don't really intend to be cohesive and clear and to really shut this thing down. They want people to die. You may think I'm crazy. The more people die, the more they save money. Now, that's why Biden is allowing 100,000 immigrants per month, and we are paying $10 million a day. It's real hush-hush quiet, but sit down and read and see what's really going on. $10 million a day, we're putting them up in hotels. He ain't stupid. He's doing that because he is replenishing with the youth. Who is he letting over? Do you see a bunch of old folks coming over that border?
No.
You see young women, children, and men. He is replenishing a population with younger people that can work. It is a labor issue. Not only that, he's trying to get advanced favor because down the line, it will be a political issue where these folks will, what he's hoping to do is vote Democrat. But I predict the opposite. I already see it in the cards. He's going to get pumped because they actually don't vote Democrat. They actually vote Republican. So he's going to get his panties in a bunch when he's thinking that they're going to have favor, but they're not. Because I've already analyzed it. They're Republicans. They just fake like Democrats to get benefit. That's all.
It's not a bad idea. Well, Miss Shawn, it's about that time. And
I know, it's so late.
But I have missed talking to you. It has been so long, and I know there are plenty more things that we can discuss, but I got to give me a little bit of sleep because I got to get my ass up early in the morning.
Yeah, we're going to do it another time. I wish I would have got in earlier.
Yeah, we got a bunch of calls. This is probably about the most active the Denline has been in quite some time. Well, actually, I guess because I actually cut it on this time earlier. So
well, that's okay. Go to night.
All right, Miss Shawn, it's good hearing from me, and I'll be looking forward to talking to you in the very near future.
Yes, I'll be checking in more frequent, and lovely to talk to you tonight, dear.
Absolutely.
All right, bye-bye.
Good night, Miss Shasha. All right, folks. Well, y'all know what it is. A lot of very interesting thoughts to ponder in your mind. It was good to hear from Miss Shanshan. If y'all feel like being inclusive, there y'all go. Y'all can count me out on this flag here. But I just want to say I appreciate you all. Thank you all for joining me this evening. You're all wonderful people, and I wish you all well in whatever endeavors, ventures, and decisions that you make in your life. But it's been my honor. It has been my privilege, but more than anything, it's been my pleasure. It's time to call it a night. You guys to go home. But get your ass out the den. Tomorrow, 9 o'clock-ish. Shoot for 9 o'clock. But I appreciate everybody who called in tonight, man. Thank you all. And terrible people in the chat. Terrible people. You are all terrible, but I love you all. So with that being said, signing off. Salute to all of you. Good night. Until tomorrow.